Well, let's get this party started. So, yeah, like I said, it's our 1 year anniversary, and it just seems fitting that things should be a little crazy. And
Okay.
we are just going to jump in with our projects and all the usual stuff that we do. So, grab something to drink and your favorite project and yarn over with us.
And I said, you have just made my day.
Well, hello there. We are so glad that you have joined us today. I am Susie, and I live in Huntsville, Alabama. And we were talking last week, and I was telling Linda that a lot of times my brain is so scrambled that I'm not sure what I'm supposed to talk about next. And she said, "You know what, Susie?" She said, "Our episodes are kind of like the junk drawer in the kitchen." And when she said that, I just said, that is an amazing analogy, because that's exactly the way I feel like it is sometimes. But I love my junk drawer, because when I go in there and open it, it's like my husband will say, "Where's the screwdriver?" I'll say, "Wait a minute, let me go check the junk drawer." There's all kinds of treasures in there. And so, look, today, and I think about, like, the thought that's going through my mind right now is, I don't know, how many of you ever watch Romper Room? And, she at the end of the show would say, "I see Karen and Joey, and I see Anna and Maria, and I see Susie, and so I see all of you, and you're sitting on your couches or in your favorite chair. You have your yarn and needles, and you are ready for the junk drawer."
The
We're the
junk
junk
drawer.
drawer. But I
Oh my God.
promise
But
you, there
everything
are
you need is
there
there.
are treasures today. You are going to find
Treasures.
some amazing treasures in our junk drawers today.
So my name is Linda, and I'm in the Charlotte area. And yes, we are kind of like your favorite junk drawer. And the beautiful thing about it is everything you need is actually there. We know what's in there. We just got to pull it out in the right time, right? So, by the way, you guys should leave us a message. What is the oddest thing that you keep in a junk drawer? Or
Oh,
what's something?
that's a
Or what
great.
is something that makes it a junk drawer? I will tell you guys next week what mine is. In fact, I'm so proud to say my daughter has it in her junk drawer. It's a tradition.
Uh,
But
uh,
yeah, so we are a little giddy. We actually started this recording 2 hours ago.
yeah.
And um, you can see I have a different venue. I'm actually in our office. Our office we are back to back. So that's my husband's side with the man over there.
Looks
Yeah.
like a Roman soldier or something, or an Indian. What is that?
Yes. It is a mountain man. Where were we?
I don't know.
Ah, I don't even know.
Oh, the
Yeah, so
mountain
we start.
man.
Oh
The
yeah.
mountain
So there,
man.
yes, there's the mountain man back there. That was
Uh,
his dad's, and pretty much everything on that shelf was his dad's. So anyway, but and yeah, he kind of cleaned it up, so that's really good. And my side looks like a dumpster fire because I had to move everything from my kitchen into here really
uh,
fast. And then I was really tired, and I thought, oh, I've got to get some coffee. So anyway, here we are, and it is our 1 year birthday. 1 year ago, basically this week, we started recording for this channel. Now, the first episode didn't get up till I think October, but we actually recorded it in August because Susie was here visiting to attend a wedding, which was
yeah,
wild, right?
yeah. It was a
Yeah.
wedding.
And then we ended up going to the Southern Comfort Fiber Fest. And that was our first footage that we actually shot. And then we came back and then we recorded everything about the bags. Well, to take us down memory lane completely, here we go. I have to, actually, we filmed the compliment first.
Compliment, yeah.
And then the next day we went
Which
to the
was
Fiber
only
Fest.
which was only 9 minutes long, and it's our very
Oh, it's hilarious.
first. So go back if you're watching and
I
you've
know.
not watched the compliment. Go back and watch that 9 minutes.
I have to admit, I watch it at least once a month. I love
you
that
really?
story. I do. I love that story.
Oh.
I just, it's so funny. And I think the best thing about it is your attitude. Your attitude was so positive, because you could have just been really insulted. And actually, you had asked me if I ever asked if I've been pregnant, and I hadn't until then. But like maybe last year we were out at a barbecue. Yeah, I must have looked really pregnant. And this little girl was standing with her pregnant mother and said, "Oh, mommy, she's having a baby too."
Oh.
And unfortunately, I didn't say, "Oh, do I look young enough?" Because she was like 4. And what does she know? I mean, she doesn't know age. But anyway, but yeah, that was a great story. So anyway.
We just need to embrace chubby. It's the age we are and the stage of life we're in. And so we just embrace chubby.
Yeah, well, it kind of beats the skinny dying, I guess. I don't know.
That's the next stage,
I know. Go stop.
Oh, Lord.
And before we get into all the things, I've got to tell you guys, we, in the past, we'd always ask you to subscribe, because we were stuck. We were stuck in some valley of no shows with our channel. And after the last episode, it went crazy. I mean, for us, it went crazy.
It's been a breakthrough.
It was. And it was last Sunday. And last Sunday, I was sitting there watching the stats on the analytics. And all of a sudden it was like, boop, boop, boop. It was like popcorn, and it just exploded to one beautiful pan of popcorn. So we are so glad that you're all here, and you can just be on this journey with us, because we really do look at you as part of our yarn circle. So
yes, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Susie and I can just talk to each other anytime, but we want to talk with you. So anyway, yes, it's been fun. So Susie, what's been going on in your life? How's the leg?
Well, I go to the doctor Thursday, and I will find out, I guess, how the break is doing, and then I'm hopefully going to find out what they're going to do about the torn PCL. So we'll see what they decide on that. And I'm thinking that I may have to go see a podiatrist for my right foot, because that was the foot that hit the leg of the couch, and I'm still in quite a bit of pain with that foot. So I'm concerned that something may have happened to it and is not healing correctly. So I don't know. It's one day at a time, and I have been a good girl. I've tried to stay off my leg and do what they've told me to do, so that I don't get fussed at when I go in Thursday.
Oh.
So that's kind of where I'm at.
It was interesting, because several people had seen, of course, episode 25, and then responded about the place that you broke your leg. Apparently, it is very common that they miss it. And you did say something interesting. You said it was a very clean break.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering sometimes if that very clean line just doesn't always show up. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
not trying to cover for them, but it does. Unfortunately, there were way too many people that a similar thing happened, maybe not to their leg, but to other breaks, and they'd be sent home and
later find out.
That's crazy. Yeah. In fact, one of the girls wrote later, they're just practicing. Which is, they call it a practice.
Yeah, they call it a practice.
Oh, yeah, they're just practicing. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm glad you're feeling somewhat better. You look more cheerful, that's for sure.
Yes, I am feeling better. So that's, and everything that's wrong with me will heal. So that's positive. It's going to heal.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of time to knit, so I've enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I've
that's
enjoyed
always
that.
the hope.
Exactly.
Well, good. Well, so let's see what's new with me. Well, actually, the only big thing that's new with me is I did get to go to the Southern Comforts Fiber
Yes, and I'm
Fest.
so sad that I didn't get to
I
go.
know, I know. And but I actually found out about it from one of our, oh gosh, one of our, I'm gonna find her name.
She's from Georgia. She lives in
Yeah, and she
Georgia.
said she was coming up for it.
I
And I went,
know.
so my question, and it's Sharon in
Sharon from
Georgia.
Georgia.
First of all, how did you know? I mean, like, is there some mailing list I should be on? I need to be on it because I just had no idea that it was happening. So I'd love to be more in the know. I'm not really in the know with any events. Like, I don't know how people find events. Like, how do they know? So I don't know if the Southern Comfort might have a mailing list, but if it's Sharon Roy doesn't, please tell us. You need to help us out here. But anyway, yeah, so the Fiber Fest was really fun. And I was, the night before, I think it was Thursday night, I found out about it by reading the comment. And I, very late at night, wrote to both my friend Rita and my daughter Sarah, just kind of spitballing on that one. I just sent them the URL. I didn't even invite them. I just threw it out there. Now my daughter goes to bed kind of early because she's a mom and her kids get up really early. So I didn't expect anything from her. And I really didn't even expect anything from Rita because Rita's husband passed away 2 weeks ago. And that's been really hard. But, I just thought maybe it'd be cheerful just to know it was here because she does love yarn. And just kind of reaching out. It's kind of like we do with our kids. Like, we don't want to keep saying, how are you? So we just send them stuff and hope they respond because then we know that it's like proof of life and we know you're okay. But anyway, in the morning, I had a message from my daughter saying, what time are you going? And I went, oh, she wants to go. So I said, what time can you go? And so she ended up going with me. Now, to kind of take us back just one step, Thursday, the reason I even sent that to her was Thursday, for the first time, she paid attention to my stash. She's never cared about my stash. I mean, she just wasn't into any of that stuff before. And she has started crocheting. So now she is, kind of getting into yarn. But so I took her upstairs and I said, something about you need to come see how I ball up yarn, And so we went upstairs and she saw my winder and of course my Swift, and then she saw the yarn. And she's like, oh, then she's like, what do you do with this? What do you do with this? So I explained all the different weights and all that stuff. So anyway, she showed interest in yarn, which is why I sent it to her. So she ended up going with me, and that was really, really fun because, she just hasn't really paid that much attention. She's been in mom mode. My husband always calls it mom mode. She's just in mom mode. And so now she's got a little bit more time to do some crafts, and there she is. She's crocheting. So we're going to just show a little bit here of just us getting there and her initial reaction to beautiful yarn. Hey, everybody. This is really exciting. It has been 1 year since Susie and I started recording, and we started right here at the Southern Comforts
Fiber
Market. And I am so excited to have my daughter Sarah with me, and she's a yarn virgin. And and she has really never been to a yarn festival or a knitting anything in her whole life. And she just started crocheting. So I'm really excited to expose her to the world and art of yarn. And so it begins.
Yay! Let's go inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in the very beginning.
At the very
of
beginning.
the show.
And it's DK. I need some DK.
I love that and that and that and that and that.
Works of art. So I'm not going to show any more about Sarah and the whole yarn because we're actually going to invite Sarah to come on and share her experience as a yarn virgin. And and also about crocheting because I am not a big crocheter. I don't particularly enjoy it. It's probably a hand thing more than anything. And but she's very into crochet and she wants to talk a little bit about her journey, what she's doing, and then she's going to review some tools. So we'll show the rest of her at the festival.
I'm so glad that she got to go with you, though. I'm very disappointed that I wasn't there, but
I
I'm
know. I would
glad
have
that
loved
Sarah
for you to
got
have
to
been
do that
here.
with you.
Yeah, I am
Yeah,
too.
well, maybe we'll plan it for next year. We'll
I
go ahead and put it
know.
on the calendar, and maybe we can do that together next year.
Well, and Susie, so the one in the Asheville area. Oh man, my brain just kind of. Anyway, I'm going to that in October, and that is a little closer for you. So maybe that could be one that we could attend to together. Anyway, I can't think what it's called, but yeah, so that was fun. And I have another adventure to go to. So basically, I had two agendas in going beyond just going to see all the pretty yarn. And I'm still looking for the DK for my Korean poncho, but I have come to the conclusion I'm not going to find any. So I'm going to hope that Lindsay and the Fiber Seed is at the Asheville event because every dyer has their way of dyeing that's so unique, and Lindsay's is very unique. I mean, I cannot find anything like hers, and it's hard to find DK like that. So I picked a DK for my 12 days of Christmas, which kind of has been my biggest problem. If it was fingering, I could have matched it probably by now. I could use Emma's yarn, or I could use they have a lot of minis, but there aren't many DK minis. So that's okay. I'm going to lug my project along with me to the other event. And I'm hoping she'll be there. And it's not that far for her, so I think she'll be there again this year. That's where I originally found her. So anyway, but many of the same people were there. Of course, when we first got there, we hadn't even gotten into the building, and they have it's the traveling yarn yogi. Yeah, the traveling yarn yogi.
Yeah.
Yep. And
there are a lot of that van shows up at a lot of events.
They should because they should be at airports.
Where should
be inside so that when you're sitting around and you don't even know you have a big layover, you can buy yarn. But I would buy yarn. I would buy yarn anywhere I go. That's my souvenir, So yeah. So when we got in there, I discovered something very interesting. And Susie, now I want you to listen to me. Anything you see today, you cannot run and buy. Enough said. Okay? Okay. So
you know me, if I see it and I want it, I'm
no,
gonna buy
you
it.
can't. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. In fact, I kept seeing things, and I'd say, "Ooh, Susie would love that." And Sarah finally said, "Mom, buy yourself something." I'm like, "But Susie would love this," and she's so hard to buy gifts for.
Oh, no.
But anyway, so so the other thing I was looking.
Not that I'm picky though. That's not the reason that I'm hard to buy gifts for.
No, she just doesn't need much. She goes and gets it.
She'll tell me she found something. I'll say, I already bought that.
Well, I do the same thing. I mean, we're going to talk about the needle set in a minute. She tells me, and I had it ordered before we got off the phone. But the other thing I wanted was another bag. And I had to have another bag.
Oh, I love it.
And I know.
Beautiful.
I just love this bag.
That gal, she does an amazing job with her. Yeah, and you know
Right.
what? Because I saw this while ago when you were in the other location, and so I pulled my bags that I have of hers just so that I can show them along with yours. This is my
Ooh.
fall looking one.
This is my fall. So
we
this is
both
kind
have
of
a fall.
my spring summery and more my kind of my fall wintry bag.
And they are so wonderful because
Yeah.
they're not cloth on the bottom, which is
And
so
that's
wonderful.
what makes them so great. And so like when I go to the beach, I can just set it in the sand and the sand isn't going to creep into the bag. It just, and if it does get dirty, you can just wipe it off. And you know, we knit in a lot of weird places. Oh yeah. Oh,
and this is the one that I got last year at the Southern Comfort Fiber Fest. I got that there.
Yeah.
And then she has these little, I have this one that she made. And this is a great, just sit beside your chair, and it's divided.
Sarah liked those. Yep, Sarah liked those.
I love these. They have outside pockets, and then if you're going to carry it with you, you can carry it like this. But they just sit like right beside your chair. I love them, and she has different sizes. So I have 3 of her bags, and they're made so sturdy. The cloth is fantastic. The handles are great.
They are very high quality. So
they're high quality.
Actually, so we have a little footage of her whole shop, and then we can, of course, show her. Yes, Yours by Design, Kathy Schreiman. It's probably Schreiman, out of Roswell, Georgia. So there it is. But anyway, here's a little video tour of her little shop. Okay, we're here with Kathy at Yours by Design, and this is the very first, well, not this one, a different one, the very first thing I bought last year when we attended, and it's now I have another one. So
they're addictive.
They're addictive. And Kathy sold how many already?
I've sold quite a few, yeah. They're one of a kind, and I did make everything in here.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm going to look at the shop now. I'm going to pan over. I love that big bag.
Located? Georgia.
These are cool. They can just sit, and your stuff can just be there by your chair.
Isn't that pretty?
All
this one
different,
was tempting.
all unique.
This was more tempting.
This was tempting. Oh, I love that though.
I know. It is.
I know it's big, but I do love it.
No, it's big.
Yeah.
But
So
I do like it.
oh, that one's fun. Fun.
I found the coolest thing. So I always say I love knitting shawlettes and scarves, but I don't know what to do with them. In fact, I said it out loud in the mirror as I was getting ready for the event. So I'm going to show you a little video of what I discovered in there, and I was so excited I almost cried. Seriously.
Oh,
Here it is. Yeah, here it is.
So can you fashion me? I'll try, yes. Let me see what the shape of your shawl is.
Sorry, Chickadoodle. Okay. So I'm going to
Yeah.
So what if we
take it off?
we're not going to do it on me?
Yeah, no, take it off so I can. Okay.
Okay. Oh, you're going to fix me up totally. Oh, I love
Yeah,
this.
I'm gonna try. We're
I
gonna
love
see what
this.
happens. Okay. See what happens. So, kind of gonna do it like this one.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
All right, you're gonna have to take that off.
Okay. I'm doing a commercial for you right now.
I love these things.
I literally said in the mirror, I feel a little weepy. I almost said in front of the mirror, literally, I love knitting these. I don't know what to do with them. You just made it happen.
I'm trying to.
I love this. I'm so excited.
And what's great, it doesn't matter what the shape of the shawl is.
Right. But I love the idea of using them as buttons instead of putting in buttonholes and
Seems like it would save a lot of work.
Yeah, and if you have
and the
anything.
buttonhole it's not always stable.
It's not, right? They stretch out, yes.
Which is why I don't
All right,
like
so you can wear it like that, or you can wear it, take it to the side.
And then you wear it.
Now, you guys might have seen these things before, but these are very cool. This website, in fact, I wanted to pull up the website as if I told her, I don't know if this part will be on the episode, but I said, people are going to ask me about these studs. I said, if I bring you 5 customers, can I get a set free? Always making a deal, right?
There you go.
But it's Jewel Designs. I'm going to I got to pull this up. All right. So here is this beautiful website. Look at these brooches.
Oh, wow.
And
They're
the different studs. And there's different, designs. Oh, these are just little studs, I see. Let me see. Where are my buttons? I'm looking for the buttons. Ah, there they are. So I have these right here, of course. Those are the ones I bought.
Oh, they're pretty.
Aren't they, though? And then they have...
Am I getting something like that?
Girl, don't buy anything. That's all I can say. Anything you see us talk about today, you are not allowed to buy, or your Christmas will be ruined.
Oh, me.
But anyway, it's a beautiful website. So that was fun. And so as you can see in the video, she fashioned me, and she put, she kind of redid. I went in with a chicken pin and I went out with the studs. So that was kind of fun.
Oh, I like that. You were a chicken and then you became a stud.
Oh my, yes. Oh, you're funny. So, and then let's see, what else did I find? So I was in a certain one of the booths, and I know this is just nothing. I wish you could smell this. I walked into a booth and
Is that cedar chips?
And then some. It is cedar, pine needles, cloves, and I don't even know what's all in here, but it's the most glorious smell. And so when I'm in the the little booth, I said, I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. What is that smell? What is that perfume or whatever? And she said, oh, this is our yarn saver. I think they call it yarn saver.
Yeah.
And it is from Elise. She was such a doll. I said to her, can I get a picture of you? And look what she does. She hugs me. She is so cute. But yeah, it smells so good that I really just want to put it in a bowl in my house. But we did on episode 4, I think it was, talk about 9. It was episode 9, how to protect your stash. Well, I need more, but
that would be a way to do it.
Oh, it smells so good. Anyway, and what else do I have in here? So there is a little vendor called Camp Stitchwood, and she has the Pearl Scouts, and she has little pins and things and little badges like the Girl Scouts, the Pearl Scouts, and this one says Travel Knitter. I don't know if you can. It says Travel Knitter.
Yeah.
Okay. So she had little pins and she had little stickers and all kinds of fun things, and that was really for your cups. And she had even a when you travel, you get you can get a national park passport. Well, she had a national park passport that you would knit in each of them. But anyway, so yeah, Pearl Scouts. It was a very cute, and she designs all the artwork. I know it's kind of reflecty, so it's not showing up so good. But anyway, that was fun. And then I met Swan City Yarns, which we're going to get to more on the next episode, but they were fun because they must have thought we were kind of crazy, because they showed a hat pattern that Sarah just went bonkers over. And she's like, tell us about it. So she wanted to film it. And then he's like, I don't want to be on camera. I'm an old man. She's like, dude, you are cool. And she's telling him about how, he should be on camera. And so he modeled the hat for her, and she was mesmerized. So, and what else did I get? I'm sure I'm forgetting something. I actually bought no yarns, but I bet my sticker, but that's okay. I got a little sticker from the Pearl Scout. It's a Pearl
Aw.
Scout. That camper has yarn overflowing. That's me.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
In fact, when I travel, that was, of course, from Camp Stitchwood. When I travel, the very first thing that goes in the car is my projects in my purse. I pack my
yeah.
projects before my clothes because, my mentality is if I forget something, I can go store and buy it, but not my crafting. I have to have my stuff, so.
When if someone were to ask me what's your worst nightmare, it would be to leave and go on a trip and get where I'm going and realize I had left my yarn.
Well,
my yarn
yes,
and needles.
or
I would be.
yes.
I would just. That's a nightmare.
Oh, yes, and that is. I haven't left it. That would be a nightmare. But I didn't have what I needed, and I was actually. I told the story long ago, but I needed a certain size needle, and I didn't have it, so I couldn't knit. My project was at a standstill, and it was my first Korean poncho.
Oh, that's
and
awful. I believe
I
I
know.
would find something I could knit with pencils or something.
Take
some pencils and start knitting.
Wow, yeah, I know. Or pens,
Straws,
pencils.
toothpicks.
Oh, I just about lost my mind. I really did. I was so stressed out, so I had to have Amazon bring me a cheapo wire needle, and it's fine. But it still took 2 days. So for 2 days, I didn't get to do that. So what else? I think that's really kind of it, pretty much. Oh, no, there's one other thing. Look at this mug. Isn't this cool?
You showed that to me. I love that.
And that
I love it.
I don't remember who made them, but she put, those little rings in there so you could put your progress keepers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. And why I didn't buy one of those, I don't know. But again, I hope she's at the other event. It is a much bigger event. So hopefully she'll be there. And I'm going to be buying one because that is so fun.
That is precious. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thought that.
And you said that
cool.
she does it with, she puts the handle either on the right side or the left side, depending on if you're right-handed or left-handed, so that when you pick your cup up, your progress keepers are on the outside of the cup as you're drinking whatever's inside of the cup. Now, that's a
so
really
fun.
neat idea. I love it.
As if we need a reason to buy progress keepers, but now we have another reason to buy them. But I know I am so going to be getting one of those. So anyway. Oh, so I think really that's about it as far as that. The other thing that's new before we get to our projects is our website has been soft launched. And I say that because we still have room for edits, but we wanted to get it up there because this is really going to become our resource center. I know that when people, when we talk about something, whether it be the iron or, knitting needles or whatever, we put them down in the not the comments, in the description. Mm-hmm. But then what happens is people don't remember what episode that they saw that thing. So now you can go to the website and just go under the resources page, and they're separated by knitting, crocheting, and household and health. We will still continue to put patterns of things we talk about on each episode. Another thing we have on there, and again, it's just a resource.
And Linda, that is yarnoverwithus.com is our website.
I'll put it right
which is easy to remember.
Yeah. And the other thing is I put a actual audio only podcast on there. So you can just listen. You go to the website and listen. I have not gone through all the minutia to get it up on iTunes. I will do that one day, but that's also another thing to pay for, frankly. And we'll get there. But for now, if you are just wanting to listen and don't need the the video, you can just listen. So we have that as well. And what else? So yeah, I mean, basically it's a great, just a resource place. So anyway, all right, projects. I think in this particular episode, I'm
part
going
of the junk drawer.
yeah, yeah, the part of the junk drawer. Yeah, yes. So, have you have any finished projects?
I do. Last time I didn't have any finished projects, and but yes, I do. And I've worked really hard on a couple of things this week to try to get them finished. And the first thing I want to talk about is the leaf garland. And you have been looking at it since the beginning of the episode. It's
so
behind
pretty.
me. And I found this leaf garland last year. One of the things that I've been wanting to do is to have a garland. You know, if you watched last episode, you saw my summer tree. And so what I like to do is have a garland to go along with the seasonal tree that is up. And so last year I found this leaf garland. I found the yarn. The yarn that I used for the garland came from Chelsea Yarns, and this is Chelsea Lux. And she put out a beautiful autumn set last year. It was a sock set. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, I just love that. And that would, you know, make a wonderful leaf garland. So I ordered it, but I never got around to make isn't that beautiful? She did a beautiful job on that yarn. And so this year I thought, while I'm, you know, recuperating, I wanted to make that leaf garland. So I pulled out the pattern, and the name of the pattern.
I had that yarn.
Isn't that beautiful? And, you know, she may dye some autumn yarn this year. You'll just have to go and check her website to see if that she has some. But anyway, this is what I used for my leaf garland. And the pattern that I used was Leaf Garland by Adriana Frasca. Frasca. And if you look at these little leaves right here, how I got the different sizes was I used single strand of fingering, like the little brown one there, that was single strand, and I think I used a US 5 needle for that. And then the other ones were doubled strand. I used 2 strands of fingering weight, and I just would change my needle sizes. I think the largest size that I did was US 11. And I'm sorry for those of you that need millimeters. I don't remember. You'll have to check. But the largest leaf there, I think I used a US 11. And so I used 5, 7, 9, and 11 to create the different sizes of the leaves. And I either did single strands or I did double strands. And that all affected the sizes of the leaves. And so they're quick. It was an easy pattern. And there you go. There is my leaf garland.
It's so pretty, Susie.
And I found the little maple leaves, and I don't really even have the pattern for that. I'll have to let you know, Linda, maybe if someone wants to do one. But they were little fiddly. I thought, well, maybe I'll add in some different types of leaves, and I ended up making 2 and quit. So anyway, but yeah, and they're hanging on just 4 strands of yarn that I twisted together and tied at each end. I think I did 2 of the brown and 2 of the variegated, and that's what they're hanging on. And
they're so pretty. I really like those
doing
colors.
I had a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, so that was something I worked on. And you know, we were talking before we really started recording today about the iron that we use. You know, the steam iron that we use is amazing. And I just quickly hit all of those leaves with that steam iron, and I was done, you know, with the blocking.
It's so funny. We were both on a training call, and we were both steaming our leaves.
We didn't know it.
No. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, so that was one thing that I worked on. And do you want me to keep going?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've had a pair of socks that I've been working on, and I have finished them.
You finished your socks.
Yes, I finished them. And there's not really a pattern.
They're-
I will tell you that what I did is I just did knit 5, purl 2 around the leg, and then I created that on the top and just plain on the bottom. But I'll tell
Okay.
you, Nancy Wheeler, she has a podcast, Knit Sip Happy, I think is the name of her podcast. And she has a lot of sock patterns. And I don't know if she has the rounded toe in every one of her patterns, but she does a rounded toe that I absolutely love. I don't enjoy those pointy toes. And when you knit her toe, it doesn't come up to like a really small point at the top. And so I did use Nancy Wheeler's rounded toe for these socks, and they're DK weight. And I am loving the DK socks because with winter coming, they're just so cozy. To me, when I put them on, I feel like I'm wrapping a blanket around my feet. I love them. And they're fast. You know, DK socks knit up a lot quicker than your finger and weight socks. And if you're a boot wearer, the thicker sock is nice. And I don't know, maybe they don't wear out as fast either. But anyway, so these are my socks. I finished these.
Yay. That's awesome.
And then the other thing that I did is, and maybe Linda, you can put up, it's a pattern that I found at Pearl Soho. And
I can
love
find
a
it.
set.
Hold on.
Okay. So the other thing that I have as a finished project is these pot holders here by Pearl Soho. I saw them and I just thought, wow, they would be a wonderful project to do, to add to a Christmas present, to add to dishcloths. And it's a free pattern, which most of the Pearl Soho patterns are free because they don't want you to buy their yarn. And
Is that so? I did not know that.
Yeah, so most of them are free. And this is a free pattern there, and they do have nice cotton. And so if you don't have a nice cotton, that would be a great place to get cotton to knit dishcloths and the pot holders. But they're doubled, and it's a really cute pattern, easy to do, mindless knitting. And so I made 2 of them this week. And so I'll show my pot holders.
Okay, let's get off of there. Okay.
Here's my pot holder.
Look at you. Love it.
Aren't they pretty?
Yes.
They're just the most wonderful little pot holders. And they're double. You know, they lay, see, here you go. But when you hold them from the little tab here at the top, they hang pretty. Look at you! You did one
I did
too?
No. I got this as a gift. She bought this somewhere.
Wow.
But she said
Who?
somebody, Kim, my friend Kim. I know this sounds dumb. Oh yeah, that is knit. Okay. Yeah. I wonder if it's this pattern.
Let me see it again.
It's just self-striping yarn.
Now
Well,
that looks crocheted. That is there is a pattern that is a crochet pot holder, and I think that's crochet.
Oh, I think it is. Look,
It is.
It's
That's
crochet.
well, that's awesome. There's a crochet one, and here's a knit one.
I love it. I use it to put on my island to put hot things on. As a
So let me show you. We've got Christmas coming up, and accessory knitting is a wonderful way to create Christmas presents. One year I gave dishcloths to all of my lash clients and they loved them. I mean, some of them are saying, I don't use it. I said, why? I knitted that for you to use it. And so anyway, I want to show you this. This is a wonderful basket that you can make for Christmas.
Look at you.
Here are knitted dishcloths, and this is my personal pattern. This is my, maybe we could put my pattern up somewhere or something, but I love this pattern.
On the
I
website.
Created it. Go and put it on the website. So these are my dishcloths. And so to make a basket with hand knitted dishcloths and Costco, let me show you this. I don't know how many of you have a Costco, and Sam's may carry it too, but Costco, they do beautiful, beautiful packets of drying cloths for your kitchen. And that's what's in this basket right here. These are the drying cloths.
Love the little
peppermint, and this is isn't that pretty?
Beautiful, yeah.
And then you've got the striped ones.
Yeah.
And then if you match your dishcloths to this was just plain red, and then here is the famous dish liquid. This is lavender. You've got, what kind do you have?
That's the apple cranberry spice.
I know, I wish I had that. It would have been prettier in my basket, but I had the lavender.
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, so anyway, I put, to put the dish liquid in there, because once you use this dish liquid, you want no other dish liquid in your kitchen.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't chew up your cuticles.
It's such a wonderful, wonderful basket. And so if you're thinking about Christmas presents and things to do, these pot holders with beautiful cloths for the kitchen, dishcloths, a good dish liquid.
It's
wonderful.
A whole kitchen set.
It is wonderful. I mean, I would be thrilled to death to get something like this.
So, save this, because we're probably going to revisit your basket. So don't get rid of your basket.
Well, and I wanted to show
in another episode. Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, these, and here is another packet of these your drying cloths for your kitchen. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them in here. 8.
Oh, wow.
And you could divide these up. If I'm not mistaken, I bought these last year and have just kept them for gift giving. Mm-hmm. And my sister Betty, she's the one that gave me this idea. She said that every year her daughter and her daughter-in-law, they are literally upset if they don't get a packet of drying cloths and hand-knitted dishcloths for Christmas. So she buys she buys the drying dish towels for their kitchen that matches their kitchen, and then she knits them new dishcloths for Christmas. And so what a wonderful gift. But these can be divided up,
yes.
2, 4, 6, 8. That you can do that. 2 each, and these are 4 gifts here. And if I'm not mistaken, it was about $10 for this packet at Costco. I mean, it was just very affordable, no more than $15. I couldn't believe the price of them. And they're high quality. They're very nice.
Yes.
So anyway, great idea for Christmas knitting, crocheting, whatever.
Absolutely. I love it. Yeah.
So those are my finished objects.
And you could even do a little smaller basket for it. Well, if you needed to, like for maybe teachers, or just same size, because teachers, you always are looking for gifts to give them. Yeah. So,
and they're tired of getting apples and
candy and food.
And food.
Oh man, I know. It's so crazy.
So.
Well, I have no finished projects. I have a lot going on, and I have shared in the past, I really don't like having too many projects simply because I'm afraid I won't finish them. That's the first reason. And then the second reason is I don't want to forget where I'm at. I actually giggled out loud. I was watching A Lovely Yarn, and Amber was bringing out all of her bags of projects, and
That
she
would be
was
me.
this
That would
was
be
yes.
me.
And in this episode, she was going to decide whether she was going to continue on with them or just frog them. So
Oh,
she went through
me.
each one. But when I saw all her bags, my husband was sitting next to me, and he said, "You mean other women have a bunch of bags too?"
Yeah, you have to have a
I'm like,
project bag for every project.
and that's what I explained to him. And then he goes, "Oh, because next to my chair is used to be a dumpster fire. I mean, I had so many bags. I had bags that I just
Oh,
wasn't
me.
using, but were pretty. Remember that purple bag that we both bought that was so
Yeah.
pretty? And I would just keep some of my tools in there. Um, and then, of course, I had my now 3 projects, actually 4 projects going on. But I have to tell you, where's my bag? I found a bag for my bags. And I actually got this for my birthday. It is a ginormous bag. And yes, it talks about the kitchen, but I put this beside my chair and all my project bags fit in there, and it looks really
That's
nice
good.
and neat. Yeah.
You
And of course
neatened it up.
I know, because I really didn't like it. It was starting to look a little homeless. But so what do I have going on? In fact, I want to use this bag now that I've shown it. I'm going to put it over here. Well, let's start with my leaves. So my leaves are not done. Here's my leaves. I have a pile of leaves. I did a
Oh,
different
they look so
shape,
pretty. Yeah, that's a different shape, but I like that.
and
Very
I
pretty.
have. So what I did is I went outside and I was looking for some grapevine, and I couldn't find any grapevines. So we have honeysuckle vines, and if they live long enough, they're very thick and they entwine around each other, so they kind of braid themselves for you. So I went out there and I said, my fireplace is mantle's as wide as my wingspan, and so I cut some off, and I'm going to put that up. I have a tickle, and I really think, you guys, it's this in my nose, this wool. And I'm going to hang them from that on my mantle. So I'll have this done next week. I just have to, I was steaming them this morning. But the yarn I'm using, I
All
was
right,
hoping.
yarn circle. Everybody start making a leaf garland
I know, we can share
for the
them.
fall, and you can put up a fall tree.
And I'm using my double points. And I really find that using my bamboo double points are really nice for this because they're not quite as slippery. I mean, they're slippery enough, but they just tend to slip off. This is such an easy pattern. I'm sorry, I've got projects. Hold on. Anyway, so this is Queensland Collection Perth, 100%. I think it's 100% wool. 80%. Okay, superwash wool, 20% nylon. It feels though like it's all wool, but it doesn't have as much orange in there as it should. And so I really kept, I'm always digging out different places to get different colors. So it's okay, but they're still pretty. And actually, this color right here is in my feature wall that above my fireplace. So
I think that
I'll
it
show.
matches your decor very well.
Yeah,
It's
so
very
I will
pretty.
show those next week. So I'm working on those. So what I do so that I don't, lose track of what I'm doing is I literally work on all 3 of my ongoing projects a little bit each
Every
night.
day.
So, right. So I start with my shawl. I'm obsessed with this shawl. I love this shawl so much. I'm going to show a picture. I'm going to have to insert it because I don't know where it is. I actually put this on my Instagram. This does not do it justice. I'm going to show it right here, the picture of the yarn that made me love it so much. But look at this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is just, it's got every autumnal color you could think of, the purples, the oranges.
Beautiful.
It goes
Beautiful
in,
for fall. That's
yeah,
gorgeous.
it is
Love it.
so pretty. And this is a Noro yarn. Where's my little tag? I gotta find it. And
And what's the pattern that you're doing? The shawl pattern?
ooh, the pattern. It's actually a free pattern. Hold on, let me find. I've got so much stuff here. Let me first talk about. It's the Noro yarn, and it is 60% cotton, 25% silk, and 15 polyamide.
Okay.
So it is really, really nice, and it feels
Beautiful.
mostly like cotton, but it's just very nice. It's so the pattern is called, I have to go to my knit companion, Wendy's Fern Shawl.
Okay, Wendy's Fern.
So
And it's a free pattern. Unravel it?
Yes.
Oh, that's very pretty. And it does look like a fern.
But we're not seeing the design quite as much because I don't have a solid yarn. And
Yeah, but the colors are beautiful. But if you did that in a solid yarn, that would be gorgeous. How many yards does it?
Yeah, it is free. Yeah.
So that's a one hank. That's a one hank project.
Yes,
One
it
hank
is.
of yarn will do that. That is beautiful. I love
I
it.
actually found out about this pattern on a lovely yarn. She did an episode that talked about one skein designs. And the really funny thing is there's actually a pattern called the souvenir shawl. Perfect, because we buy these yarns, while we're out and about and just visiting yarn shops or visiting a different city.
I love wearing a shawl that is the size of one hank of yarn because it's just a beautiful accessory. Instead of wearing like a necklace or a lot of jewelry, you just put a one skein shawl around an outfit or hang it around your shoulder like a piece of jewelry. It's absolutely beautiful. I love them, and they're fun to knit because they're fast.
It's true, and it is jewelry. Now that I have these little studs, that's really something.
Oh, yeah,
but I mean,
stud.
it's even got those corals in there. I'm just obsessed with the color change. I'm gonna, like I said, I will have shared a picture of the cake, and I looked at it and I went, ooh, and I had to have
that's
it. But
beautiful. But I see the design in there. Yeah. And when
well,
you
it's
block
gonna get
that,
bigger.
Yeah, you'll be able to see that. That's beautiful. I love that.
Oh, it's just so.
Man, I might
so
have to knit me one of those.
I know. I've kind of well, and I really enjoyed that episode because I have many one skein.
Yo, me too.
Stash.
Yeah, I have loads of them.
And then, so what I do is I knit that because I have to pay attention first. Then I knit my Ranunculus, and it is turning out.
Ranunculus number 2.
Yes, number 2. And I got one of those, cords that you can put on the bottom so I could actually try it on.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But it is turning out really,
I love
really.
That yarn is beautiful.
It is. It's the Traveler, and I'll get more into it when it's done. Yeah, there's just so much color in there that
well, you can put one of your one skein wonders with it.
Yeah.
And that'll up around your face. That would be pretty.
I really want to I would love to make the fern in this color, kind of this, which is in here because every color is in here. So, and then I knit, and then in the morning, the first thing I do in knitting is I make a couple of these. So I figured out, I think I need 14 is what I decided. So I'm almost done. So I have them done next week.
Hey, if you out there make a leaf garland, send us pictures of your fireplace and your garland hanging so we can show it next time. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Make a garland. Not necessarily have to be like ours, but it's fast. I think I've got 12 leaves back here. So I made 12. They're quick. They knit up quick, crochet up quick. I'm sure there's crochet garlands too.
Oh yeah,
so-
and this was a free pattern. I'll
Yeah.
put the pattern up. Gosh, do you think I would know what that is?
Wonderful.
I know it by heart, so I don't even carry the
And
directions.
talking
with me.
about free, I have got the deal of this is something
Oh!
coming out of the junk drawer. Girls,
That's
pay
okay.
attention.
Transition.
put your needles
Oh.
down. Put your needles down.
Yeah,
you
look
gotta
up,
look
look
at
up.
this. You got to look up. You got to look.
You will not
So-
want to miss this.
You will not want to miss this. So I was scaling through and found a needle set, and I thought, oh, I don't need another needle set. But you know, knitters and crocheters, we always want another needle. We always want another kind of needle. We always want another set of needles. And so I caved and I bought this set. And I was so excited because I found a set of interchangeable needles that have amazing points. And I was so excited because I found this whole set and they're colored needles. They're colored. Which you know I
She
love
loves the color.
I love to knit with colored needles. And let me show you, I'm going to do a bigger needle so you can see the points. Look at these points. Look
love
how
that.
pointy they
Yep.
are.
Yep.
Oh, can you see?
Yep,
Nice,
I can see how pointy.
nice pointy.
Put your hand like this and you can see even better. But yeah, see, look at that.
Look at those points. Look.
Good stitch penetration
Good
there.
points. And it starts with a, let me put my glasses on so I can tell you. So the smallest needle
2.
in the set is a 2 or a US 2. Hold on a minute. Which is a 3. I can't read it. A 3 millimeter is your 2, US 2. And then it goes straight up to the largest needle is a 10 millimeter, which is a size 15. And
Unbelievable. Everything you
they
need
are
right there.
amazing needles. And it came with great cords. They are the nice cords that don't have memory, that don't tangle up on you, that don't bend on you. And I can't get it open, but anyway,
They're a lot like the Chiagu wires.
They
which
are
are my
Look at
favorite.
this wire. Great wires, and you get your little keys down there to make sure you tighten them. The little needle stoppers, the little twist things that you do on your wires if you need to keep your stitches on there. And it came with these little stitch markers. And I was so excited because I got this whole set for $43. So when
I
they
got mine
came, I
even
was-
cheaper.
Well, I know because I told you where to go get them. And so I called Linda and I said, you are not going to believe this set that I got, but I had already gone to Amazon to see if they were there. And when I went to Amazon, they were on Amazon for $29. You can get, it's got a
I'm going to
nice
put this
little-
up. I'm going to put
Oh
this
my
up.
gracious.
Listen, we
You
put a
will be-
link. We put a link on the website. Click it. Click it. Here, I'm gonna share this screen. Hold on.
You will be able to go to Amazon and find this needle set with our link, and you get a full set of interchangeable needles for $29.
And they are really
and they are nice.
They
If
are.
you've got anybody in your life that you need to buy a $30 Christmas gift for, they're beautiful. They're sharp. They're colorful.
They're sharp. I mean and the
I-
wires, the cables are nice, and that's
There's-
the big thing is the cables are
Where
very
can
nice.
you buy a set of interchangeable needles for $30? And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you don't pay additional
I
shipping.
had mine
So-
in a day. I was so excited.
Well, I was telling her about it, and she said, I just ordered them. I just ordered them.
Oh my goodness! I know. I
See,
couldn't.
that's like
I was
me.
so
That's as
excited.
bad as me. What if I was buying them
Well-
for you for Christmas?
So I have some Christmas gift ideas. I know my daughter doesn't think she's ever going to knit. I don't know why she thinks that, because she tried it once and she kind of got some carpal tunnel, but she will, and she's going to need needles and she'll have some. So yeah.
Deal of the day. Deal of the
Deal
day.
of the day.
If you,
Well-
I feel sorry for people that didn't listen to this point because they're missing it. They're missing
I know.
out on the deal. They're missing out on what we pulled out of the junk drawer.
I know. And here's the thing, guys. You need to order these lickety split because
Yeah.
they are from China. And I'm sure they have a stock of them here. I think what people are doing is they're buying them from China and reselling them on Amazon.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But the point is, with the tariffs, I don't really know how affordable they're going to be in the future. So don't dilly-dally. But yeah, that is exciting. Because, like, for instance, I'm doing my poncho and my size 7 needles are on that poncho. So of course, if I want to use them for something else, of course I had to take them off, and now I have another set of needles.
And when I was
do
doing
that.
my leaves, I kept changing, to different sizes for the leaves, and it was wonderful. I had my new set of needles.
I
with
love
all the
it.
colors, with
All the colors. So anyway, that's give it a gift to yourself or for others, but you probably should get one for yourself,
Yeah,
because
you
really,
should.
I mean, you'd get 2 sets for $60. I mean, it's hard to eat. I mean, you go out to eat and it's $30. So there you go. For one meal out, you can have new needles.
Yeah.
So again, on yarnoverwithus.com, there is a link and you can just click it. And it just says, I think it says something about Amazon deal needles or something. You'll see it. It's like we don't have that many products on there yet. So now let's talk about some community responses. I think we've kind of alluded to, I don't even remember what we talked about in the beginning anymore. But, we had talked about that, we were just really celebrating our 200th subscriber. And then on Sunday, what happened is YouTube started sharing our videos with people. And recommending it. And so it kind of went, I don't want to say viral because I don't really know what that means, but we got out of the shadows, and then now they're promoting. I don't know what changed. I don't know if it was a time thing. They might just sometimes wait to see if you're committed or if people are engaging, but I really do think the comments and sharing, I do know a couple people shared our episode 25 on their personal pages and stuff. So I don't know what happened, but praise God it happened. So that's the reason now we found all of you. And so many people have said, oh, how have you been around for a year and we didn't know? And we have we have viewers from Scotland, Ireland, England, Australia, New Zealand, and of course Canada, and then the whole United States. So that is so exciting. So welcome everybody. And so a couple of you have asked some questions, and we're going to address some of those. The first one is something that I've actually been wondering. Susie, how do you dust your seasonal tree?
Undecorated and redecorated.
So what about the actual bottle brush, the tree needles? Do you take a Swiffer through it, or what do you do with it?
Just kind of shake it,
Shake it. There you go.
Just shake it.
I was thinking,
and probably what gets the most dust is the decorations, and they're coming off and new ones are going on, and those are being pulled out of boxes and brushed off.
Sure.
And, and I'm moving the leaves and, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pushing the leaves around and moving the branches, and it never looks dusty.
Yeah, and thank you to everybody who helped me say boucle. So much for 2 years of French lessons, although that was half a century ago. But boucle. And Diana made me literally laugh out loud when she said that I should turn that boucle yarn into a support chicken because I need support just trying to knit the thing. And Bobby, oh my goodness, Bobby is watching us. That's exciting. And so she has
and Bobby has a YouTube channel right
yes,
here.
I'm
she's
sorry.
Right here around the Huntsville area, right where I'm at.
know.
So she's my neighbor, and her YouTube channel is Knitters
Niche. I say Bobby like everybody just knows who she is, like Cher, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
Bobby's from Knitters
and
Niche.
she is an excellent knitter.
She is.
And she is excellent at garment knitting and does beautiful work. And I have enjoyed seeing all of the beautiful things that she knits to wear. And she's small and little, and everything looks beautiful on her.
I know. She's the person you can go to actually learn about knitting. We're the person that entertains you.
She doesn't have a junk drawer.
Oh, and the pandemic knitter, I assume she started her channel during the pandemic, and she's also a subscriber now, so that's fun. Thank you, Marcy at Omnicon Studio. I hope I'm saying that right. She has just been such a supporter since the very beginning, giving us little shout outs on her YouTube channel. So check her out. The other question was, what is our favorite dish soap? So we've already kind of addressed the dish soap, but we will say that it is the Lemon Bright. This is the original. It's called Lemon Bright. And it just smells lemon, and there's hardly anything fresher than lemon. However, this is a seasonal favorite, and it comes out in the fall, and I just snag as much as I can. But then this year they had a breakout eucalyptus and sea salt, and I
miss getting that.
So,
and then I had the lavender.
Oh,
so this is what I had in my basket earlier. The last, when you use it, your dishcloths never get that sour, horrible, rotten smell because it has tea tree oil in the dish soap, which kills the bacteria in your dishcloth, which causes a smell. And so if you're using a dish soap that's constantly killing the bacteria in the dishcloth, then you never have the horrible smell. You know, I know all of you have probably at one time walked into your kitchen and think, oh, the dishcloth, you know that smell. It's that rotten smell from the dishcloth. It's full of bacteria, and so you know it's time to wash it. Well, you really will forget that it's time to wash your dishcloths using this dish soap. And this is a part of our shopping club. And so if you go to our website, you're going to find a link there to find out more about our shopping club, which we shop out every month, and loads of products for our home, personal care, body care, supplements. And so if you're looking for a great place where everything is American made, affordable, and a one-stop shop for your family, you need to go to the website and click on our shopping club link and find out about that. All
we do is send you a little video, and this is not an advertising campaign. We're not going to hound you. We're going to send you a video, and if you're interested, if it fits your family, just let us know and we'll help you get in. And then we get credit, and we want credit because, well, we told you and we want credit. So there it goes. We don't want someone else getting credit.
And I would like to say this. Some of you may have been watching Fox News and you have been seeing Riverbend Ranch meats advertised. This is a company that is connected with our shopping club. And if you're a part of the shopping club, you get to get Riverbend Ranch meat at the cheapest price.
And it truly melts in your mouth. So anyway, we see junk drawer. There's the beef.
We have pulled a lot of things out of the junk drawer today.
I know, but we're focused on the dish soap. I think we have drawn everything out of the junk drawer that we can draw out this week. But next time we can look forward to Sarah joining us, and we will get a little insight from a 30-something crocheter and see what she's got on her mind. We're just going to let her go for it.
And I hope that we'll see some leaf garlands.
Oh, yes, send them. I know we always say wearables, but for this week, for the next couple weeks, actually, go ahead and send your leaf garlands, and we will put them in the showcase. With that, we thank you all for subscribing, for being part of our yarn circle all over the world, across the pond, down under, and in the south and in the north and Nova Scotia. We've got you guys everywhere, and we're thrilled you're with us. So we can just say happy knitting to all of you, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.